Woi, tes tes tes.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Enemy blind, enemy this.
Woi, tes tes tes.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Ya Allah.
Radiant team ban.
Team spirits turn to ban.
Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban.
Team spirits.
Kalau kayaknya kebeda palu, langsung gua bang. Gak kalah gitu. Maju, ayo, ayo garap komen ya. Hero, lu, go, bang, putar dia, putar dia.
The phantom creeps in.
Masa gak mati bang? Masa gak mati bang? Jancok 70.
Spirit are like the King Harold, or whatever. What's the big king in Vinland Saga?
It's Harold.
Team Spirits turn to ban.
Up and coming team, and then Bet Boom is the other king, the prince, the other prince.
And I feel like that is where their success lies all the time. Those two players combining, making the kills happen on the map, and just racking up the KDA for Kiyotaka as he continues his rampage through the Dota scene. Almost reminds me of a young Sumail.
Yeah, a little bit. Some like big playmaking mid laners.
He's just a killer.
Eye killer.
I don't remember the last just straight up killer that came into the Dota scene. Maybe like Whisper. Maybe Whisper. I mean, he's not mid, but like similar playstyle, right?
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Definitely the special thing about Kiyotaka is some of his specialty heroes. Everyone talks about the Tinker. We'll see how he performs on the Earthshaker here. We've seen a couple of Earthshakers already in Dream Link. Is this going to be like a continuing trend, you think, Avery? I mean, it dumpsters some of these Spirit heroes, right?
For sure has good lane matchups, as 9 Pandas will run off this Tombstone. And Poshka cannot get the kill with that level 3 timing. Little missed opportunities on this lane for Team Spirit. You compare this to when 9 Pandas ran this lane and were just chain killing people. Very strong lane when you have the meta Tombstone up, but 9 Pandas maybe used to playing against it and are familiar with those timings. I think the Shaker has some viability in this patch. I actually like the hero. I think even with the stun nerfs, he still has a lot of viability. As a support, his lane is a little weak, but if you get into that mid game, the Shard, the chaining off the Fissure, this spell does a lot of follow-up damage. Little goals like this, he really helps the collapse. He does not need much follow-up damage, as he just claims the skeleton, but will pay the back-end price. Those phase boots already up for Ramses.
Yeah, that's what happens when you give away first blood to a Juggernaut. He's going to have the boots advantage, and any go you make is going to probably naturally just trade out. So still to the favor of 9 Pandas.
Multiple trades happening at the same time. Kiyotaka with the slight block on Laurel mid will get the bottle refill as well. He does have level advantage and lane control here. It's going to be a question if 9 Pandas can punish it. Get that kill. Maposhka barely surviving as well.
Yeah, a little bit lucky there. The sticky bomb didn't land onto him. Chasing after Ramses. Really just trying to force something out of him. Kiyotaka getting some serious advantage now. 30 and 9 compared to 22 and 5, and that's not even level 6 picked up with the Earthshaker, who is he is going to get that level 6 before Laurel. Collapse in trouble. Uh-oh. He doesn't have the upheaval up one more second, but he can't get it out in time. Ramses picks a third kill in this lane. Boy, this is just not working the way they wanted this to work. The Primal Beast. This is not a hero you want to have operate from behind. I mean, it was a mid laner for the longest time because it needed the solo experience.
Especially a last pick Primal Beast for Team Spirit. Yeah, like they got that 9th. It's losing the lane up here. I mean, it is ultra last pick Juggernaut, so technically 9 Pandas had the answer, but Ramses just played this lane to perfection. 1-0-2, phase boots rush paying off. Straight into the Battle Fury here. You lose a little value with that Battle Fury because you don't have the treads, but if you're getting this much extra net worth out of the lane versus a very strong laner, you're happy to make that exchange. Now it's just a question if 9 Pandas can snowball one of these other lanes to create space for that Jug, who is just going to be off to the races with the start he's had. Haste room for Kiyotaka. Very strong on him as well.
The support battle continues here. He does have a Lotus on Maposhka, so he's not going to die so easily, but Antares can keep him kited around and force those resources out of him. Goes for another one, and Maposhka does successfully bait him in for another round of Decay, which gets the kill.
Just think about this 7-minute wisdom room, too.
Oh, there it is. The haste room pickup for Kiyotaka allows him to be able to get an Echo Slam kill onto the Mirana.
9 Pandas in cruise mode this game.
They really are.
They're going to TP Miro to contest the 7-minute wisdom. You cannot give it to Maposhka here. Might escape.
Radiant are scared.
That's not too bad. They get the other one, which Collapse does. Secures it for the boys against Solo.
Barely. They should be able to get the kill off this one. Blood Grenade leading into the arrow. That's going to be a whiff. Solo pretty damn fast, and I guess it's not going to be a kill because Collapse doesn't have the onslaught up for a sec.
I mean, you can't catch that skeleton booty. What?
That's so random. Not the first thing I think of when I look at Pugma.
Don't body shame him, man.
Tower is under attack.
God damn.
He's all skin and bones.
Not everyone's some buffed up military Chad like you.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Solo
under attack.
is really pushing his luck, but he dodges another arrow. Still managing to stay alive. Boy, things just are not going Team Spirit's way. Mira can't land an arrow. They're losing all their lanes. Then again, they're not that far behind. Only 1K, but
It just feels like Nine Pandas are getting a lot of small things going for them.
Yeah.
Especially with a lineup that, in theory, has the ultimate late game beast in the Juggernaut. Nine Pandas should be very happy with their position, just continuing to scale. These games where Juggernaut gets ahead must be a very large increase in the win chance, just based off that alone. Because it's hard to beat this hero late game. You just bust up your team with the healing ward. Team Spirit have decent ways to deal into healing ward though, and they can catch the Jug on the map. So going down a little bit in this is not the end all be all. It's not an absolutely free Jug game. They can create a lot of tempo in the mid game, and Laurel.
Chainstone's not going to be good enough, but Poshka leaves the tombstone behind the tower. They'll quickly address that and address the Undying. Oh, the damage is racking in. Oh, what a blast off. Actually lands onto the Ember Spirits, who might have gone back in for the kill on Kiyotaka. Try. Kiyotaka turns around with the Echo, hits it on Mira. They get the roar onto the Ember Spirit at the same time. They're going to clean up everybody from Spirit, unless Mira barely gets out in time. The round of nukes just coming up, but
I mean, Miro very happy about that. He gets to come in and get a huge Ember kill with the roar.
yeah.
On top of not really missing too much. Count me in right there. A lot of levels for him, who's having probably the roughest laning phase of anybody on Nine Pandas, but still having a pretty decent one here. And the biggest thing is it continues to shut down Laurel, who's not finding that Ember momentum that you really want on this hero. And it's also very important to the Team Spirit supports because they don't have an easier core to play through right now. The Primal got shut down on lane. It's not a guaranteed connection right now against the Juggernaut, and you really want these chains up to be able to land the arrow to lock them in around the tombstone for Collapse to come and connect into. The more that Ember gets shut down, the more it becomes harder for Team Spirit to find all these little connections they're looking for in this early game, which they want to pick up the pace of right now. When you have Ember Primal Beast, you do not want to sit back and farm. You want to be smashing heads into the dirt.
They may be able to take the tower down to the dirt. Nine Pandas always going to be backing away from the tombstone if possible.
What is with these guys with like the half face cam, man?
Don't want their out to be seen.
This is some like weird pseudo allowed thing.
It's like when you know the baseball coaches, they cover their hands when they make their calls.
I don't think that is.
To make sure that nobody is able to see. Gotta watch out for those scouts, man.
By the way, I saw them adjust that in the cam before the game. Like I saw,
like it had his full face.
No,
and he was
okay,
like, no.
We were watching Solo's cam, and in the back of Solo's cam, I saw one of the Nine Pandas player literally tilt their camera so we only saw half their face, and he was adjusting it and looking at the Discord. So they're consciously doing it. I'm on to you.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. Ever since the DPC started, basically. Atari's Starstorm is going to be able to finish him off.
Didn't ask for your
Mira picking up a kill without losing his life for once. Oh no, Miro coming in from the side, but they don't have enough stuns. The Fisher comes in. Echo, go!
Where was it?
Blinked forwards, maybe thought he had more time or something, or didn't want to use it. Now he's going to use it on the Undying, surely. He regrets not taking the Ember Spirit kill when he had a chance.
Do you think he was out of range? I mean, even if he's out of range, the Echo hits would have killed him.
I mean, I will say this is his debut performance on Earthshaker. Kiyotaka has not played the Earthshaker in a professional match before, so, you know, maybe this is just a little bit of discomfort. Something that he surely played in pubs and scrims, but
That looked weird. I don't know.